a little more ready on the next one.
Food. Yeah.
Food, just a little bit of
Hey,
food.
we're on.
Oh, yes, we are on. And for those
We're up
tuning
and
in,
running.
this is the best experience. And actually,
Yep.
this is a new format for what
Yep.
we will be doing from this point on. With Nick and myself, we're actually starting a couple of new things here. We're going to be actually having a Patreon for those who would like to join the Patreon. We're going to have a couple of different tiers. And with the highest tier, you can actually be involved into the Patreon, so you can communicate to us, you can talk to us, ask us questions, all that kind of stuff during the
Yeah,
Patreon episode. So
that's gonna be
you know what
fun.
I'm
You're
saying?
gonna be able to
That'll be
actually
a lot of
ask us
fun.
stuff. And
Exactly.
then what
Exactly.
we don't get to while the live is going, we'll reply to the answers as much as we can, which should be pretty much, but offline. So
Exactly.
that'll be kind of
So
neat. So
exactly. A
either way,
completely different thing.
you'll be able to get questions to us and stuff like that. So it's going to be neat. But
Exactly.
we were
So
supposed to do this at 7:00 today, but one of us forgot about another podcast I had to do, and didn't
and
tell the other one,
sometimes that happens.
and
And
so
sometimes
has
that
to
happens.
beg for
But this is
forgiveness
the
from you
first
guys
one, so
and that guy.
Yeah, exactly. But this is the first one, so like I said, there's going to be some bugs working out and all that good stuff. But for those who want to support Nick and myself, I'm saying for everything that we do, there's going to be a lot of exclusive offers. There's actually going to be some stickers, shirts, designs, stuff like that. We're getting all put together still. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's one of those things too. Is like Nick. It's like sometimes you can wait for the perfect moment, but sometimes you just got to start, and
We just
sometimes
got to
that's just
start
how
doing
it's
it.
got to go. Exactly.
We got a few things in there right now, not a lot, but there's some stuff in there already. If you're interested, you can go check it out. There will be some training stuff in there. We'll have templates and stuff like that for strongman and powerlifting, and then some general workouts. The strongman one is kind of done, but it's not in there yet. So, and then the powerlifting one will be done within the next week. And then the regular workout will be in there the week after that because we're doing things a little bit at a time.
Yes, little bit at a time.
So that we can both keep up with it. More probably me going slower than Ben. Ben's much faster at things than I
am. Exactly. Well, now that we got that out the way, we just were at the Denver, Colorado this weekend. You know what I'm saying?
Loveland,
so that was Loveland. That's right, Loveland, Denver. We landed in Denver, and man, the airport is so far away from everything.
Well, yeah, it's how they built that airport. It's out in the middle of nowhere.
Exactly.
But that's what happens. Well, never mind. I'm not going to get into that. But we went from there to Loveland, Colorado. For the Shaw Classic and the Strongest Men on Earth. It was great getting to commentate. The Shaw Classic, the Open, the lightweight and heavyweight women, and then the lightweight and heavyweight men. And really get to see them battle and go through the events and stuff like that. Of course, the heavyweight winner gets to be in the Strongest Man on Earth next year, so that's going to be pretty exciting as well. It's really freaking cool to get to see these guys just battle in it, because even more than the pros, they want it. So the top 10 know what's there, and they just lay it all on the line. They just lay it all out. There's nothing else. There's no holding back. There's no more tomorrow when they get there. They just go out and do each event with everything that they have, and they leave it all on the playing field. And it's so much fun to watch that and commentate through that as best you can.
And it is an experience. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very, very, the way the Blue Arena is set up.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? It's a great arena. The seats are close. Even the VIP was close. You know what I'm saying? So you're right on it. And
there's no bad seats in that place.
Yeah, there's no bad seats. So and even with it was the Shaw Classic Open, the Strongest Man on Earth, and we had East versus West, the strongest arm on Earth.
The arm wrestling.
So that's it.
It's kind of really neat to see Brian win that. That was pretty cool.
Oh yeah, seeing Eddie win, you know what I'm saying, and then Martins, I just didn't see that coming. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I figured he'd do a little better, but I mean, Laws has got a lot of experience arm wrestling. He really does, and he takes it quite seriously. it's not something he does every once in a while. He does it quite a bit, and he's gotten quite proficient and very good at it. So
Yeah, the
he,
intensity he had, you could read it off of him just from even where we were sitting.
yeah. And speaking, have been having to go against that intensity a few times in my career.
Yeah,
It's pretty scary at times. So um, yeah, I don't think Martins even got his arm going the other way
no,
the whole entire contest. And Martins is freaky strong, but the
yes,
experience in arm wrestling's technique and skill, and just having the right genetics for it as well. And
that's it. And
Moz has been working at it quite a while.
and you could tell because, like I said, it was a crazy show just all the way
Mm-hmm.
around, especially right in the middle of doing everything that actually happened. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
as this is all happening, you know what I'm saying, there's strongman happening, and
Yep.
like I said, it was even the expo was something I just wasn't expecting either. Like I said, it was a good amount of
Yeah.
vendors,
Yep.
powerlifting and arm wrestling tournaments during the Shaw Classic. So like
Right.
there was so much to do. And what a lot of people don't understand too is the expo is free. You don't even so for those who just
Yeah.
want to experience the expo, all they had to do was just show up there.
Yeah. And everybody has appearance times when you're there as well.
Yep.
So I mean, I was at the Undefined Nutrition booth, which is the Evolution booth as well. So it's Brian's booth. So I was there. I mean, all of us were there.
Yeah,
So we
no,
just had our
there was a
times in the
heavy
morning.
lineup.
Mm-hmm.
Robert was there too. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
He was at his booth. Mitchell Hooper was there
Hooper.
at his booth. You know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying? So there was a lot of opportunity for
Lucas
a
Hatton
lot
had a
of fans
booth.
to actually, yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone was there to have an opportunity to meet people. You know what I'm saying? So that's one of those experiences that you could take away from because like even when we were at World's Strongest Man, there
Mm-hmm.
was no real opportunity to meet people unless they were walking around. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Right.
The
With this, you're gonna get
SBD booth, yeah,
yeah. With this, you're gonna get a chance to meet people. No matter what, you will meet the athletes to a certain
yeah,
degree. And then there's also a meet and greet you can get as well that you can pay for and go to and see all 16 of the competitors.
yeah.
So and ask them questions and hang out with them and get autographs from them and stuff like that, which is well worth it. I mean, it is well worth it. It's a pretty neat thing as well. So, um, but to be honest, I was really excited for Robbie too. It was great to see Robbie back competing, and Robbie's going to have a future in arm wrestling
Oh
because
yeah,
Robbie really knocked Eddie for a loop on the first couple rounds,
yeah. The first
and
couple of
then
pools,
yeah, and the thing that saved Eddie is Eddie's got a lot more experience. So Eddie figured out where Robert wasn't strong at pretty quickly, and then dispatched it. But as Robert does this more and gets more experience at it, Robert's going to be hell for these guys to deal with too. Between him and Brian, it's going to be pretty interesting in the next 5-6 years on what goes on in arm wrestling this year. I mean, but
oh
then
yeah,
you watch freaking Devin in his match, and he's just like, "Are you pulling? Are you
yeah.
going yet?"
Are you even ready? Yeah. He
He's
was
sitting there
just
just
toying with that
talking,
guy the whole time.
and the guy's pulling with everything he had, like everything. And he's just like, "Yeah, okay." Pulls his shirt over his head, just does this thing where he's like,
Yep.
all the way over his head. He's like, because there was no way the
No.
guy's gonna pin him, none. And then he just waits till he gets tired. He just waits, and then he's like, "Okay," and just flips the switch,
That's it.
and then
Well,
you
you know,
see him. Go ahead.
I was saying, like even talking about that, Bubba had talked to Devin and just
Yeah,
over conversation was like, I'm a little interested in it. So he actually pulled him to the table, gave him a couple of little tricks and tips,
yeah.
and like that in itself was like, Bubba's on his way for his career, but also too,
Oh my gosh.
you know what I'm saying? If he's looking at two pro sports here, that'd be fucking insane.
Yeah, I'll say that. That's for sure. I mean, Bubba's. The good thing is he has Jerry,
Oh,
and
absolutely.
Jerry keeps him grounded because, I mean, hanging out with the kid and going around talking to people in the audience, you forget he's 14.
That's it.
He's 14. You forget he's 14. You're like hanging out with him thinking he's like 18, 19 years old. No, he's 14. So it's kind of like, oh yeah, he's got such an amazing and bright future ahead of him. He
Yeah, he
really
does.
does. I mean, he could quite possibly go down as the strongest human to ever exist by the time he's all done, if he keeps going at the pace that he's going at. I mean, he's 14. He's
Exactly.
already deadlifted 600 pounds. And
Yep.
he's
Yep.
already pressing pretty close to, if not over, a 300-pound log.
Yeah. Insane.
It's just,
Insane.
yeah. So if you don't follow that kid, go follow Bubba Pritchett. Go follow him. He's, man, he's just unbelievable. And the drive comes from the inside of him. You know, you can see Jerry having to like reel him in,
Yep.
you know,
Well, Jerry said a few
and
times, when he starts acting up, he can't train, and then that changes his
yeah,
attitude real quick.
real quick. So, and he's such a good kid. He
Oh
really
yeah.
is. He's and he's a good person, but you can tell he's been raised in the gym around a bunch of the guys,
Yep.
because that kid can dish it out. He can talk some smack and set you straight. It was funny. He's like, "What are you babysitting?" And I'm like, "Bubba, no, I'm not babysitting Bubba." And he's like, "Yeah, my son over here, he's 14, this and that." And Bubba's sitting there just chirping at me, saying a bunch of stuff. And I go, "Oh, look, we can get a play date for you." And he
That's
about
it.
fell over laughing. I was like, "Yeah, Bubba, we got a play date." But it's absolutely amazing. I love that kid to death. I really do. I cannot wait to see what he does 10 years from now.
Oh yeah.
And
No, he's gonna
and the
be
thing is I
beyond
think
awesome.
he's going to have the ability once he gets there to stay there till he doesn't want to, and
Well,
it won't be a choice.
yeah, it'll be when
It'll
he's
be
ready.
when he decides he doesn't want to do it anymore, he will stop.
Yep.
And when he gets to the top, when he beats people, there won't be anybody that's going to come up and get him. So it's just going to be, if he stays injury free. I mean, if he's not injured, nobody's going to beat him when he gets older. Nobody.
Exactly.
Nope.
And he's got literally one of the best over behind his back, supporting him,
Mm-hmm.
training him,
Yep.
and also too, helping him actually learn strategy. You know what I'm saying? Because that's one
Yes.
of those things. You know what I'm saying? It's strong man is not just brain. It's just not brawn. It's also brains. You know what I'm saying? You
Brains.
gotta like
Yeah.
know how to points work. You got to know what you work best at, and you got to know how to maneuver in these events. Which during
Well,
the
yeah.
strongest man on earth, we had a serious breakdown of what was happening there because it was so
Oh, yeah.
up and down and left and right.
Oh, yeah. And it's interesting because he'll see the mistakes made by others,
Yep.
and then he'll learn from that. And like there were some guys that were having trouble cleaning the log, and you go back and you're like, "Hey, dude, chalk your belly, then put your shirt on, and then chalk your shirt. Log's gonna stick then." And
Yep.
then it sticks, and the guy cleans the log right up, and you're just like, "See?" And so he's seeing that stuff. He's seeing like some of the older guys come in and go, "Hey, try this real fast. It's going to help you lift it," and then it works. And he's just like, "Okay." So
Exactly.
he's learning. He's going to be,
That's it.
not only is he going to be super strong, he's going to be super smart
He will.
and
He will.
know tricks far beyond his years.
Exactly. He'll
So,
definitely be able to set himself up
oh yeah.
extremely well.
But I
But
want to talk about Evan
yes, let's talk about
now.
that.
I'm so proud of Evan Singleton for winning the strongest man on earth. He is now the strongest man on earth 2025, and no one will ever, ever be able to take that from him.
That's
And
exactly it.
congratulations. He earned it. He truly did. He's been working his tail off for a very long time. And Lucas Hatton got second last year and got second again this year. So
Yep.
Lucas is right there to win the whole thing. I mean, Lucas wasn't a mile of points behind him. He was
No,
right on
he
his
was that.
tail
Yeah, right on his tail. And Lucas was on fire because man, he had some great
all day.
events.
Oh, and the
You
bench
know.
press one, you're just like
Oh, the
the chest
deadlift.
press
Yeah.
and the deadlift. Just yeah, he
Yeah.
just all over everything.
Exactly. You
So,
know what I'm saying?
but at the end of the day, Evan had a better day
Yep.
and a better 2 days, and now Evan's this returning champ next year. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be
That's
really
it.
cool, and it's going to be interesting to see how this spreads to the other big four for him and the confidence that it's going to get, because in the big contests, he always gets super excited.
Yep.
And kind of just goes a little too much. Now with that confidence, he's going to lay back just a little bit and know when to apply the pressure a little bit more. And I think the confidence he's going to get after winning this one, I will not be surprised if he wins the other 3 that are out there right now. I would not be
Yeah.
surprised if he wins the Arnold. I would not be surprised if he wins the Rogue. I would not be surprised if he wins World's Strongest Man. The guy's got no glaring weaknesses. He's good at everything. All he has to do is keep it together and be healthy.
Yep.
I mean, he'll be in the top 3 in the deadlift. He'll be the top 3 in the log. He'll be the top 3 in the stones. Everything.
Yeah, in this show, he had a new level of focus, and like I said, that's the biggest contributing factor from everything that I've ever seen. So with that new level of focus that he's able to obtain, hopefully this rolls into every show after, because as long as he lets that roll in for every show from this point on, and take this example, you know what I'm saying? I don't see anybody beating him when he's 100%.
Yeah. And it'll be fun to watch him and Hooper get after it, and Thor.
Yep.
So it's going to be the next few years in this sport. It's going to be an awful lot of fun to watch. And Hatton.
Oh yes,
Hatton.
He just keeps getting better and better.
Yeah,
he keeps dialing it in. You know what I'm saying?
And then Trey as well. Trey's got a grip issue, but if there's events and it's not in there, or there's only one of them, Trey can sneak in there and take the whole thing too. He's won the Strongest Man on Earth twice.
Yep.
So, Trey's just ungodly strong, and Thomas Evans keeps getting better. Look at Thomas; he got 3rd. Thomas made a couple mistakes that cost him some points, but he could be right. He can win the dang thing too. There's so many guys right now that are really, really good. So it's going to be a fun next few years of watching these guys get after each other at the big shows. It really is.
Yeah. And like I said, this top 10 at the Strongest Man on Earth was just a lineup of static monsters. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Everybody here was pulling hard, moving hard. And you know what I'm saying? And that's the thing too, is like there, Evan won at the end of the day, but it was well earned. He had to fight for that, to get that position, to get those points, because
and the pressure was on, and he didn't fold.
Yeah.
The pressure was on. I mean, going into that last event, he had to win it. He had to win it.
Yep.
To win the thing, and he did. He had to finish. He had to beat Lucas at it, and other people had to get in there, and that happened. So hats off to him. It wasn't like I'm just going to the last event. He had to go in there. The pressure was on, and he didn't fold. And he kept his head on. He did what he needed to do, and he got through it. And now he's the strongest man on earth. Hats off to him.
That's it. And it was a hell of a celebration too at the end. So you could see the emotions, you could see everything that was on his face, all the thoughts that you could be thinking about. You know what I'm saying? Even after the show was over, and you and him were hugging at the back, just like congratulating him, because he was just so overwhelmed with emotion of like he actually did it.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And I'm sure it hasn't even sunk in yet.
No.
It probably won't sink in for another day or 2, or maybe even 3, until he realizes this is a big one, and he's the champ.
That's it. And
10 years from now, he'll still be the strongest man on earth. 2025, 20 years from now, 30 years from now, no matter what, the whole rest of his life, he will be the strongest man on earth. 2025. There's no one that can take that away from him. Ever.
No one. Like I said, it was a great show. Brian and Carrie put on one hell of an event. You know what I'm saying? Yes, I enjoyed every moment of it. You know what I'm saying? Everything was locked in. Everything was ran pretty much very efficiently. I want to say maybe 2 hiccups, but guess what? They were corrected extremely quick.
Yeah.
And and that's the thing too, is like, that lets you know that, when hiccups happen and things move quick and it's because they had contingency plans. They were set up. Steve Fushin, I don't know how he manages so much, because goddamn.
And the funny thing is like, yep, I'm taking off till Wednesday, and then I'm training on Saturday. And you're just like, Steve, man, that's hardcore.
Exactly.
Because got it in, got everything built, got everything done and taken down. And there was a concert in there the next day. They had to be out of there by 6 a.m.
Yeah,
And they
that's
didn't finish
insane.
till like 10 something. So
Yeah,
they
and
had
yeah,
basically 8 hours to get everything in the building and in the back out before the concert got
yep.
there.
Yeah, and like I said, we had what maybe 12-hour days, or not even 12 hours, a little bit more than that, because we were getting up at 5, being at the event at right a little bit before 7, and then
7.
we weren't getting back till like around midnight. So it's like,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? There
It
was
was
a lot
worth
of
it.
time, a lot of effort. There was a lot of things
A
going
couple of
on.
people were like, Nick looks tired. It was like, yeah, I am tired. I've had some long days,
Yes,
but you know what? It's
very tired.
good. I had no business going over and squatting after
Hey,
doing
and
all
that's what
that, but I did.
I was just about to have us get into, because Nick did, and he has like an unofficial squat
Yeah,
record. And I say
yeah.
unofficial because
Another
that's
one.
how Nick considers it. You know what I'm saying? Because
Yeah.
he
Well,
squatted in a
I,
ref powerlifting meet. You know what I'm saying? He didn't
mhm.
bench, he didn't deadlift, but goddamn it, he still broke the record by 55 pounds.
67.
67. See what I'm saying?
The record in my age category was 639 for my age and my weight class.
Yeah.
Um, and I opened with 705, missed it, then came back and got it. And I was like, okay, there's nothing in my legs. There's nothing in anything. I'm taking that as a win and getting out of here. I was exhausted, but it was so much fun. I mean,
Oh yeah.
we left the we left the arena at about 11:40. Got in there, got warmed up as fast as I could because I had to go from the arena to in the exhibition hall.
Yeah.
Um, and
You had
and
30
then
minutes to warm
talked.
up.
Not even, not even because we got in. It was probably close to, I would say 12 when we got in there. Probably pretty
Yep.
close to that, and I was
Yeah.
done before 12:30 between the
Yep.
warm up and then squatting twice out there. I was done before 12:30. Like, goes like, "It's already over." I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, we're done." Because the meet started a little faster. They had a few less people than what they expected, and
Yeah.
I they were kind of slowing it down and holding it up so I could get there in time. So it was very nice of them to do that.
Yes.
USPA, I appreciate them letting me come in there and do that. But
Yeah.
the only
But
request that
also
I have
too,
is we
it
switch
was
to Alico
crazy.
bars.
Yeah. You know,
But
and here's the thing too. I want to be stressed on. I don't want to stress this enough. We got there Thursday, so
yeah,
that's Thursday, Friday, and then the Saturday morning. So that's 2.5
Sunday
days. And
and
oh,
Sunday.
it was
I
Sunday,
did it
so
on
that's
Sunday. I did it on Sunday.
yeah, 3.5 days. It was 3.5 days of Nick being on his feet, not relaxing, not preparing, and not doing what his normal routine would be doing to squat that kind of weight, and yet
Which would be
still
nothing.
managed to squat 705. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
I'd
Barely
be
any
wrestling.
food, barely anything set up. And, luckily Nathan Pathan just happened to be there
Yeah,
because he wanted to watch you, and,
yeah.
and was like, I got you covered.
Nathan's like, "You ready to read a book?"
Uh,
he did like a blood test to see where my blood sugar was. He's like, "Yeah, the only thing you're prepared for is to read a book." And he's like, "Eat this, eat this, eat this, eat these, and eat these."
that's it.
And I was like, "Whoa!" It woke me up because I
Yeah.
was, yeah. The
Yes.
first one was I was like, but he woke me up pretty good for the second one, and like, I did what I had to do and got it, and
Yep.
yeah, all is good.
That's it.
It was still really fun. I'm just disappointed in myself. Everybody else was very happy with it, and I couldn't appreciate that more than everybody. I have my standard, and sometimes I got to learn that was all I had that day, and I should be very grateful, and I am very grateful that I got it. So,
Yes. Yeah.
yeah.
But also too,
And then
it's
of
still
course Ed
700 pounds.
Cohen's sitting right there. I mean,
Yeah.
it's amazing when your friends come up and Jerry's like, "Hey, get your head right. Remember who you are. Go do this." I'm like, "Okay, Jerry," and then
That's
headbutts me.
it.
So it was pretty cool. It was very special. And Matt Barron, one of my old training partners, got to come in and be there, and you were there.
Yep.
And I mean, I can't tell you how much I thank you for saving my tail on like everything. I mean, none of the stuff that's going on with me with this and pretty much my social media and all that stuff goes off without you. It really doesn't. So thank you.
Oh no, you're welcome, brother. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy doing it.
And
I have fun doing it. And guess what? We get to do these amazing things
yeah,
together. and I get to be there to witness every one of them. So,
but
you know what I'm saying?
You're
That's
such
the
a
perks
big
of the
part of
job.
it. And I just want you to know, I appreciate you and thank you. And I probably don't do enough to make you feel that way, but I really can't say thank you enough, because literally, I mean, you're always catching my tail, and helping me, and there for like everything. If I turn around and I need something, you're on it. If you're there with the film, you're there with the editing, you're there with getting stuff to me. So thank you.
No, you are very welcome, brother. You know what I'm saying? I do it with joy in my heart, because
yeah.
you know what I'm saying. Hey, it's funny because, like I said, me and Nick, we've known each other for what? It's 5 years now.
5, 6 years.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
five,
been a
6 years
while.
now, and shit, we're best friends. That's just what it is. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You know.
But I just want to say thank you to you publicly, and to everybody, because, like I said, I can't do a lot of the stuff that I'm doing without your help. So,
Well, I appreciate that,
thank
brother.
you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't mind. I don't mind being the man behind the curtain.
Yeah, I'm just sorry I can be frustrating at times, and
No, not at all.
not where I'm supposed to be or doing what I'm supposed to be doing.
Yeah,
So I
but
just
hey,
thank you for your patience.
oh yeah.
And
I'll be there right now. You've improved greatly. Exactly.
But I
But you know,
really am thankful for you.
oh, you're welcome, brother. Like I said, I enjoy it. But let's get back to after that powerlifting meet.
Mm-hmm.
Man, you were wiped out, but yet we still pushed on for the finals, because people got to remember this happened in the middle of the day.
We also did the plunger thing.
Oh yeah, you know what I'm saying. And Eddie got him again.
Oh
For
yeah,
those who are watching, you know what I'm saying.
He
And that
sure
video is
did.
doing extremely well already.
Jerk.
Well, you know, hey, we are plotting Eddie's downfall. You know, something will happen in the near future, and you know,
it will.
Things have a way of coming back around.
Yeah, yes, they do.
That they do. So, Eddie, you've been warned. You know what I'm saying.
Yep.
That's it. And speaking of revenge, for those, because we briefly went over the arm wrestling event, Robbie, you know, it was placed into your stories. There was a little blip of it, you know what I'm saying? But also, Rob posted it out there too. You know, he lost his match to Eddie and had a price to pay.
Oh yes, that dress was quite amazing.
Yeah, it fit him well.
Fit him very well. But I gotta
very
say,
revealing.
He put it on.
Yep, he did.
And he walked around in it. So.
That he did. On pay-per-view.
Yeah. He was identifying a little different that day, apparently. But nah, it's all in good fun. And
oh yeah,
they had a bet, and he had to wear it.
And he
the interesting thing would be is if Robert would have beat him.
Oh yeah,
Eddie put it on.
Yep.
So, but
that'd have been hilarious.
Maybe Robbie will get him next time, because Robbie will have a lot more experience by the time that happens.
Oh yeah, you know, just off of the stuff he discussed, you know what I'm saying, which we won't discuss here, but he's planning on taking even more serious than what he's actually taking it.
He's plotting.
Very plotting. Yeah, but besides that, our flights were home smooth. You know what I'm saying? So we can't argue with that. You know, we ended up riding back on the bus with Bobby, and you know, Bobby made his announcement, which is, you know, it's sad to see, but you know what, you got to know when you got to call it. You know what I'm saying? I've enjoyed talking to Bobby and hanging out with Bobby at just you know, world's strongest man the few times that I've been there with him, and just some of the other events, OSG and all that stuff. Always a fun guy to hang out with.
His first World's Strongest Man was my last World's Strongest Man in 2020.
Yeah, damn.
So it was pretty neat. I got to see most of his career, so it was pretty cool. I was there when he set the blog record that got broken this weekend.
Yeah.
So I got to see a lot of amazing feats that Bobby did. So it's pretty cool to see his career, and I'm happy to see him retire in one piece.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? No solid injuries, no nothing. He can still fully function and move and do his things. You know what I'm saying? And guess what? He set himself up for a career after strongman. So I was happy to hear about that.
Yeah. So it would be good stuff.
Oh yeah. You know.
And then yeah, go ahead.
Oh no! I was going to say, then we got, you know, but getting to the airport, I didn't realize how big the Denver airport was, and you know, saying that was a new experience for me. So
But it was nice. He came and hung out with me till my plane flight, and then had to sit there for
Oh yeah.
a
My plane
long
was good.
time till
Yeah, a
yours.
long time. It was a long time, but it was like I said. I ended up, so many people at the event. Eventually you're going to run into people. So I did it to hang out with Chad for a couple hours before we
Mm.
both had to fly out because we were both taking Frontier out of town. So that ended up
Yeah.
working out really well.
Mm-hmm.
Chad's
So
always
it's
a
good
fun
stuff
guy.
all the way around. But
Oh yeah.
I'm just, there's so much going on. Like, I'm going to go do commentary for SCL in
Yeah.
September. So that's going to be pretty cool. I have a seminar
Seminar.
in November that I'm going to go do in
Yep.
North Carolina. So that's going to be really
Yep.
cool. And then, of course, OSG, which I wanted to compete in. I went to an orthopedic surgeon today and had him, look at my hip and X-ray my
Yeah.
hip and do the MRI. And yeah, he's referring me to a guy in Utah, and then we're going to go look at fixing my hip, and then I will come back. So
Yeah.
it's
Hey, and
it's
guess
going to
what?
take a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
it's okay. I'll
Hey,
be
but
back. It's just
that's exactly it. That's
yeah.
exactly it. Like I
So
said, we've seen Travis, um, Jerry,
Ed,
Ed,
Ed
and
Cohen,
Gary. You know what I'm saying?
and
Gary
Gary. Yep.
Biceps himself. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
All these guys got
Mm-hmm.
hip replacements, and what's the one common factor that we've heard from every one of them?
They should have did it sooner.
Exactly. So guess what?
So
You know,
yeah.
you knew when to call it. You're calling it. So you know what I'm saying? That's something that
Yeah.
for those who are watching, guess what? There will be content about that with everything going
Mm-hmm.
through. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna
Yeah,
do a
we're
little
gonna
something. So
we're gonna go through this front to back, the whole process, and show it
exactly.
all, document it all, show what I do to rehab
Yep.
from injuries and things like that, and it's it's going to be a fun process. And then my range of motion will come back after that, and I'll be able to get down and grab the deadlift bar confidently again.
Exactly. And Travis has
Without
already pulled heavy a few times and
Yeah,
said,
Jerry's
he's
already
good.
pulled really heavy,
Yeah, exactly. So,
so
you know what I'm
so
saying?
it'll be
There's a
good.
lot of good examples there. So, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm
Mm-hmm.
happy that you're ready to do that because, like I said, being one of the people that is right with you the whole time, I do hear the moan and groan of when we're doing
Yeah,
specific things. And, you know what I'm saying?
yeah.
Now it's time to take care of that.
Well, yeah, I started getting ready for the ladder deadlift, and after the first day of training for it, I could not step on the brake for like
Yep.
4 days comfortably. And I mean, when I'm, yeah, and at some point, Dr. McGee was like, "There's going to come a time when you know it's time." He
Yeah.
goes, "It ain't yet." He goes, "But you're going to know it's time. When we do, we fix it. You'll be right back to normal." I was like, "Okay." So
That's it.
it was time.
And it was, you know what I'm
So,
saying? And guess what? That's great to hear because, a lot of times,
which
like being at the pro level you are, sometimes you can think you can etch it out just a little bit longer, but the sooner you take care of it, the
the
faster you're
sooner I
going
can
to
get
recover
healed and
from
get
it.
back anyway. So,
Exactly. Because, there's still a lot of things that Nick wants to do because, one of the things that we
mm-hmm.
talked about is he wants 30 years straight of,
Or I want 30 years of being able to squat over 800 pounds.
that's what I'm saying.
Not years straight, but 30
Not years
years of
straight,
doing
30
it.
years of squatting 800.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
So,
we'll be able to do that, because like
and
even too, it's like,
the crazy thing is even with the hip the way it is, I can still squat. It just affects my deadlift.
oh yeah, it's
So,
just a different pitch movement. You know what I'm saying? When
mm,
you got to hinge at the hip and hinging at the knee is a little bit different because you can get into the right position.
correct.
At least that's what I would think. I'm not an expert, I'm not a
Plus,
doctor.
plus I go down super, super slow, and then I push it into the right position and let the weight do it for me. You can't
Exactly.
really do that pulling into a deadlift.
Yep.
So I load it in as I'm squatting. You can't really load it in like that when you're deadlifting.
Exactly.
So,
Exactly. But also
but
too, even still squatting 700 pounds at your age with your hip, it still got done. You just
yeah,
remember
that's
that feat
true.
of strength, everybody.
Yeah. So, but it'll be good stuff. It'll be fun. And then I'm going to keep training the log and keep training on the other stuff. I'm going to do OSG, just maybe not this year. So, as I say,
It,
I had my first appointment today. I go get a hold of this guy in Utah. And then we'll see where that goes.
Yeah.
If they
And
can
then,
figure out a way to get me through November without being in a lot of pain, I would still do that as well. But
yeah,
with the kidney, with only having one kidney, the things that they would do to do that probably are not going to work out. So
yeah.
I have to wait. I have to balance that in there. So
Exactly. Well, you know, it's waiting to hear the opinion. It's waiting to see what they can offer and what's on the table. And also, too,
right,
there is a time schedule because these things aren't done overnight. Everything's got to be
correct,
set up, prepped,
right,
ready, and even too, there might be some expectation of you that needs to be done before you even get the
right,
surgery. So it's like
right.
if they can mitigate it and take care of it, you know what I'm saying? It's not. We're not saying, you know, Nick's going all out at OSG, but you know, guess what? You know what I'm saying? If we can, we'll do what we can.
Correct. So that's kind
Exactly.
of where that's sitting right now. It's still a little in the up in the air, but we'll figure it out.
Yeah,
I'm
and
going
we'll
to
keep you
still
guys
keep
updated.
training for it and everything else, but I just don't know.
Exactly. You know, little at
Which,
a time. That's all we're doing here.
yeah, for sure. So,
Oh yeah. Well,
so
Nick,
there's that.
yeah, there is that. You know what I'm saying? And we're pushing it.
Yep.
You know, and we pretty much covered everything from OSG, or
Mm-hmm.
not OSG, but from Strongest Man on Earth, what our new
Yeah.
project is, and like I said,
Patreon.
this is the Patreon. This is all the beginning of stuff. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna get a lot more deeper, be a lot more prepared. But the thing is sometimes you just got to jump into it, get it started, and get it moving
Yeah.
because that's the best thing to do. You know what I'm saying? And also, guess what? From this point on, our schedule is going to be on Wednesdays, 7
Mm-hmm.
p.m. So for those who are part of the community, guess what? You can do the chat, ask your questions, and we will answer them. Or you know, not me
Mm-hmm.
really, but Nick because he's the professional. I'm just I'm the producer. You know what I'm saying? I'm in the background. Nick has the information. I'm just here for the fun. So,
Yeah.
so you know, for those who want to join, please support the Patreon. Head down to
Mm-hmm.
Patreon. Link will
Yep.
be in the notes. All the
Mm-hmm.
information, you know what I'm saying? Check it out. Also, to exclusive merchandise in there. You know what I'm saying? And for those who join the tiers, there are discounts per tier. So make sure you guys go check it out.
And then within a couple weeks, we will have a strongman workout in there, a powerlifting workout in there, and a regular workout in there. And then, we'll probably start also doing a video section where we have videos in there that you can click on as I'm cooking food and stuff like that. So you can see how we eat as well. You can just click on the videos of it and look at that as well. So
Absolutely.
that'll be some more
Absolutely.
content so we can kind of help you eat for strongman or powerlifting or just getting muscle in general and still not, stay fairly lean at the same time. I never carried a whole bunch of body fat on me. I try to stay fairly lean,
And Nick still has
not
a six pack
ripped. Yeah, at 56.
at 56.
So not too bad. We're doing okay.
That's
Better
it.
than most. But
Well,
I
let these members
appreciate
know.
you. All right.
Okay. Go now. Go ahead, brother.
Well, I appreciate y'all very much, and I hope you enjoy this. And if you do, like, share, and subscribe, and sign up for the Patreon, please. That'll help us an awful lot and continue to do what we're doing. And as always, train hard, train smart, and be the best you can be. Okay? You go out and have a great day.